All right, there we go. We're live again.
Yes. Welcome back
to another episode of Movie Madness. Where the crazy part is how crazy we are about movies.
Yeah.
All right.
So today we're going to be talking about some of our favorite post-credit scenes.
Yes.
And I guess we could also gonna go into which ones work and which ones didn't.
Yeah, absolutely. I think honestly, the vast majority of the post-credit scenes in the first phase of the MCU worked really well.
Yes,
because it just built and built and built and built. Yeah, each movie was its own separate thing, but the post-credit scenes helped interlock the movies into the cinematic universe, and all started with Iron Man's post-credit scene with Samuel L. Jackson stepping out from the shadow saying, "I'm putting together a team." It's like everybody went nuts.
Yeah, and not all of the Phase 1 movies had post-credit scenes. I remember Hulk didn't.
Hulk? I think Hulk did. Hulk did.
No, it didn't.
What about when Thunderbolt Ross was at that bar and Tony Stark comes in?
That wasn't really a post-credit.
Was that mid-credit scene?
Kind of.
Okay.
It was. I know it was before the credits actually started.
Interesting. Okay.
Yeah. And Captain America kind of had one, but it was more of a teaser for Avengers.
It honestly it did, but it was like a mid. It was like a scene for. Actually, I think it had two.
No. What they did for Captain America is again before the movie ended, before the credits started, they had that scene with Captain America waking up in New York, modern day New York. Which my problem with that is that and I don't have a problem with the scene in general.
Mm-hmm.
I just think it would have worked so much better as a mid-credit scene.
Oh, hey, I think we had a comment from our Discord actually.
Oh, where?
It just popped up. It just popped up. I'll pull mine up. We're gonna do this real quick. Okay.
Oh, okay.
Oh, it's from Alec.
From Cal. Yeah.
Oh, from Cal.
Yeah.
Favorite post-credit scene is from Secret Wars where Kalxer pops up and they're clearly setting him up to be the main character of the next saga. I almost cried tears of joy. The scene is iconic. 10 out of 10. Let's go.
Yeah, he does that a lot. So.
God dang it, Cal. Okay, just for that, I'm going to take some time. My favorite post-credit scene is when Guts from Berserk, favorite anime and manga, and goes, no, wrong one. There you go. There it is. It's Zirkin time. Not zeroing time, Zirkin time. God dang it. Because if Cal's going to do that, I'm just going to be just as corny as him.
Yeah. So anyway, I think that scene with Captain America waking up in modern day New York would have worked much better as a mid-credit scene, rather than just sticking it onto the end of the movie.
Yes, because in all honesty, they wake him up, but they could have worked as a mid-credit scene.
Yeah.
Because the movie, like it or not, was over once he had crashed. Once he crashed into the ice, that was it. That was the movie.
Yeah.
And you show people moving on in a world without Captain America in it. Then it'll end on a somber note.
Yeah.
But then, boom, mid-credit scene, he's waking up in New York.
Yes. And where I think the movie should have actually ended is when those kids are like running around like with the fake shields.
Is that not where it ended?
No,
I could have sworn that was how the movie ended.
no.
Because they were running around with that shield, yeah, and I think like it should have ended right there.
Yeah.
Because that was the symbol of America.
Yeah. Yeah. So, yeah, the movie really should have ended there.
But it didn't, but that's okay.
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
okay. I mean, it still cemented it as a lead in for Avengers.
Mhm.
But honestly, I watched Phase 1 as if it was like chronological in universe, so I started with Captain America.
really?
And it's a decent start. It's a decent start, but it's like, eh. But once you get to, Iron Man, because I think the chronological event was first Captain America.
Then Captain Marvel.
Actually, no, just
No.
focusing on chronological
Oh.
events for Phase 1.
Okay.
So, Captain America, then it would be, I think next one was,
Agent Carter.
no, not Agent Carter, I just focused on the movies.
Oh, okay.
So,
Yeah, it'd be Captain America. Then you're going right into Iron Man.
then right into Iron Man, followed by Iron Man 2, then Incredible
Hulk,
Hulk,
yeah.
and then finally you end Phase 1 with Thor, and it almost feels like, oh, this actually kind of sets it up a little nicely.
Yeah.
And then you go right into Avengers,
Right.
which, it's good, but honestly, the way they was up where it's Iron Man and then Iron Man 2, Hulk, Thor, Captain America, that one works a little bit better
Yeah.
because
And honestly, I really think that out of all the phases, I think Phase 1 was honestly the most consistent.
it was. Honest to God, it was. Because the whole time we were expecting like a lead up ever since that first
Yeah.
post-credit scene from Iron Man. And it still ranks as one of my favorites. Because it just sets up. Because when Nick Fury comes out and says, I'm putting a team together, I know everybody went nuts. That we went nuts.
Yeah.
They're like, they're going to get to the Avengers.
Yeah. Like, you look at the MCU now, and it's like, how many people are actually excited for Kang Dynasty and Secret Wars? Like,
Nobody.
I haven't seen any hype for those movies.
No, I haven't seen anything. Honest to God, I thought Secret Invasion was going to be awesome. I legitimately thought so. But then I saw, people that were legitimately excited for it, their interest just fell off
Yeah.
after episode 1.
Yeah.
It's like, holy smokes. This is something where the Skrulls are actually invading Earth. There's actually an invasion. And nothing's being done about it.
Right.
It was something that I was like, legitimately, it killed my hype for the MCU. And I'll be honest, after Endgame, it started going downhill for me. Because there wasn't much reason for me to be invested.
Right.
I mean, shoot, you got rid of Drax, you got rid of Iron Man, Captain America. The Avengers are all but disbanded. The original Avengers.
Yeah.
Thor's not in there a whole heck of a lot.
Yeah. And I know we're kind of going off topic here.
Yeah,
But-
it should be gripes about MCU.
Yeah.
But honest to God, this was back in the day, back when it got to the first Avengers movie, this was the juggernaut. This was the juggernaut of the cinematic world. But I think Martin Scorsese actually had it right. It's like you're popping out popcorn movies like they're westerns.
Right.
You're not making movies. you're not making cinematic masterpieces and good movies. And I hate to say it, but he's right.
Yeah.
Yeah, you have a job, but now you become as a member of what? You're someone that's a hero in the MCU. Okay? Are you gonna have any roles outside of that? Not really. I mean, let me give you an example. Simu Liu, Shang-Chi, from Shang-Chi and the Ten Rings.
Yeah.
I have only seen him play one other role.
Shang-Chi?
No, not Shang-Chi, outside of Shang-Chi.
Oh.
I've only seen him play one other role.
And Barbie?
Yeah, it was Ken, Asian Ken and Barbie. And all I'm thinking is this guy putting in any work?
Yeah.
But we need to get back to the post-credit scene.
Yeah. Yeah. So, and I think we can make gripes with the MCU like a whole other video.
Oh my God, yes. Yeah. We're gonna have to at this point.
We're gonna have to do that, yeah. But I would say post-credit scenes really only work when they act more so for the MCU. They really only work when they
as a lead into the next movie,
yes.
or they're building a world and time of events is going by.
Yeah, because a lot of the later post-credit scenes, they were thrown on as a joke.
Yeah, I noticed that, especially in Guardians 2. That's one of the because it was Stan Lee with the Watchers just basically leaving. It's like, where are you guys going? How am I supposed to get home?
Yeah, I mean, at least with Guardians 2, they did have some setup for the future because they had Guardians 2 has the most post-credit scenes to date.
Oh yeah, and it was all to set up Guardians 3.
Yeah. Did you ever see Guardians 3?
I did. I thought it was okay. I thought it was an okay movie. I wish it had ended just a little bit different, a little bit more somber. But I'll be honest. The one thing that's actually kept me going is the fact that Chris Pratt might be coming back as Star-Lord.
Yeah.
And I like him. I like the guy simply because of how well he acts. I've started watching Parks and Rec just to see his work from early days to now.
Oh, right. We went to the movie together.
It's been a while. Let's be honest. But Chris Pratt, in all honesty, has range to him. You look at stuff that he's done. First, he started out as Andy Dwyer in Parks and Rec. Then Star-Lord. Then back to Andy Dwyer, minus the fat. He got thinner. He got, hella in shape.
Yeah, also...
And then voiceovers as...
Mario.
Bukowski, Mario, and another one he's going to add to his belt, because I looked this up. They're making another Garfield movie, and Chris Pratt is going to be Garfield.
Yeah, and, I liked him as Barley in Onward, so...
I didn't see that one. I forgot to mention that one.
Yeah. I think you'd like Onward. You should watch it.
I probably would like Onward. I probably would.
Especially if you're a D&D fan.
Oh, 100%. I mean, look at it this way. You've got Tom Holland and Chris Pratt, Spider-Man and Star-Lord together, voice acting. And Chris Pratt just brings such energy to the stuff he does. It's like he's a little kid.
Yeah.
Oh, and let's not forget the deleted scenes in Jurassic World. Whoa, hey, they won't stop. The hips just will not stop.
Yeah, I know he's become quite controversial over the past few years, but I'd rather not get into that. So.
Oh no, I'm not even focusing on the controversy.
Yeah.
I'm just focusing on his work.
Yeah.
I mean, and the last thing that I saw him do, well, there was the Mario movie, but before that, he actually did this one show called The Terminal List, which was based on a book by Jack Carr. Great read. The series, though, it's decent. It's pretty good, but it's not as good as the book. I will say that.
I've heard mixed things on the Tomorrow War.
Tomorrow War is a fun movie if you just want to put a movie on about an alien invasion and turn your brain off for like 2 hours. If you take it as no more than that, it's just entertainment and brain dead entertainment. It's fun. It's fun. I enjoyed it. I know I watched it once when it came out, and then my mom was in town, and this was 2 years ago when it happened. I asked her, "Hey, do you want to watch a brain dead movie?" She said, "Yeah, I don't feel like thinking." Well, we can put on the Tomorrow War. It's fun. You don't even have to turn on your brain for it. Go ahead, put it on. She enjoyed it. She said it was dumb, it was stupid, but it was fun. I said that's what movies are supposed to be like. Sometimes it's okay to not think.
Yeah.
I mean, but let's be honest. I've done that for about 85% of my life. Somehow I've made it this far. I don't know how I'm going to get back further than this.
But anyway, back to the MCU.
We keep getting off topic here.
But the MCU aren't the only movies to that post-credit scene.
Yeah, who else is doing that?
I mean, it's mainly them.
Yeah,
but
others have tried.
Yeah.
Like who?
I know DC has done a few.
Okay.
And I think even Disney has done some.
Yeah, I think Disney tried to do some post-credit scenes. I think for a few movies.
Yeah.
Was one of them Inside Out, or am I?
No.
Okay, I'm overthinking it.
Yeah.
Oh no, wait, that was part of. Because I'm thinking about the big old puberty button.
Yeah.
That's towards the end of it.
I can't wait for Inside Out too. So
You're telling me there's another one?
yes.
When?
Next year.
Oh my God, are they bringing back Amy Poehler as Happiness?
I think so. Yeah.
Yes. Please tell me they got Louis Black as Anger as well.
We don't know about that yet.
Oh come on, you gotta have Louis Black as Anger. You have to. And Bill Hader as Fear Paranoia is spectacular. Like the guy's like a new Jim Carrey in a way.
The Sonic movies also had post-credit scenes.
They did.
Yeah.
I think what was it? It was Sonic 2 that did one.
The first movie introduced Tails in its post-credit scene.
Yes.
And then the second movie introduced
Shadow. Yeah. Those ones actually worked because it's sort of like the MCU back in Phase 1 where they're just setting it up.
Yeah.
Which is just what you're supposed to do for a post-credit scene. Lead into what the next one might be about, what it might have. I mean, in Sonic 1, the post-credit scenes where they're introducing Tails, we're like, holy smokes, they might bring in Tails for the second one. That was fun. But then they said, yeah, guess what? You thought you were just going to get Tails? Nah, you're getting Knuckles as well. What? We're getting Knuckles too? Oh, yeah. Like, as soon as it hit theaters, I was like, one for Sonic. And then Sonic 2 came out. One for Sonic 2. I do not care if my girlfriend says, I don't want to see a kid's movie. We're going to see this movie whether you like it or not.
I enjoyed the Sonic movies.
The Sonic movies are fun. They're fun. They're for kids. They're not even just for kids. They're for people of all ages that grew up playing Sonic. Whatever version of Sonic. Except Sonic 06. That one was... I know you had that game, and it was...
Yeah.
It was not a good game. It was not a good game. I have seen numerous people try to beat it without dying, and the bugs and glitches in the game caused them to lose lives more than they wanted. Like, they were just annoyed with it. It was so bad. Oh. But, yeah, post-credit scenes, ones that set up for the next thing, those are the way they're supposed to be done.
Now, like, joke post-credit scenes can work when the joke is actually funny.
Give me an example of ones where the joke was actually funny.
Deadpool.
Okay, refresh my memory because it's been a while since I've seen Deadpool.
It was basically just like a recreation of the end credit scene from Ferris Bueller's Day Off.
Okay, that one definitely worked.
Yeah.
Because Ferris Bueller's Day Off was a funny movie.
Yeah.
That was a comedy movie that worked well. Because I know initially this video was supposed to be comedies on why some of them don't work well.
Mhm.
But Ferris Bueller's Day Off was genuinely a funny movie.
Yeah, and then like he he ends the scene by just being like, "Don't leave your trash lying on the floor. That's a total dick move."
What about in Deadpool 2 where they had so many different post-credit scenes where Ryan Reynolds was just going around trying to clean the trash that he was involved with? Good example. This is where everything turns around. Green Lantern. Boom! That was hilarious. And then X-Men Origins Wolverine's Deadpool was so bad he was like off screen. Boom! Sorry. Boom! I'm so sorry about this. Just let me clean this up. Boom, 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 boom! It was a nice way to get Hugh Jackman back as Wolverine one last little time. But the nice thing is that even with the writer's strike that was going on, we still are going to get Deadpool.
Yeah.
We're still going to get Deadpool 3.
Yeah.
And do I care that Wolverine has sleeves? No. I legitimately just want to see Hugh Jackman as Wolverine one more time in the costume.
Yeah. And the yellow costume actually works better than
the black and yellow one.
Yeah.
The black and yellow one was cool back in like 2000s. We were like, yeah, I want to be this Wolverine. But as we got older, we're like, nah, dude, the yellow suit's where it's at.
Yeah, because I know some people were afraid that the yellow suit wasn't gonna look good.
Oh no, I've got faith that you got to realize the people that are now in working in Hollywood for comic book movies, they're people like us.
Mm-hmm.
They want to see good renditions. I mean, good example. I watched a video months ago by Cuban Crusher on YouTube, and he always starts off with videos going, "Sup, nerds." The guy's great, and he said like, "Oh, the yellow suit looks ugly." In all honesty, guys, I'm making this as a joke. It looks good. It genuinely looks good. And even when he said it looks awful, I was like, "What are you talking about? It looks fine. It looks good." I'm just excited to see Hugh Jackman as Wolverine one more time in the yellow suit. That's what people have been begging for years.
Yeah.
Puppy dog. But to see Deadpool and Wolverine team up, and of course Ryan Reynolds saying, this isn't going to take place after Logan. It's going to take place before Logan. It's a nice way to honor what would have been the last ride for Hugh Jackman's Wolverine.
Yeah. And I think they even said, we're not going to mess with that story.
No, because it was a good story. Yeah. It's like, why ruin it by saying, oh, we found a way to bring him back? No, that's already going to have everybody against you. You could have the most spectacular movie, but if you just do that where you bring him back, no. So they're like, listen, that movie was good. I know my brother has a copy of it. I've watched it a few times. It's good. It's spectacular.
Yeah. Yeah. It's on my list. Whoops. It's on my list of commentary tracks to listen to.
Really?
Yes.
Where is it at? Okay, X-Men 3. Oh, Logan. Nice. Yeah. Right above Deadpool 2. But yeah, honestly, and I do remember this one post-credit scene where it was Hizzy, what they did, which was they took the ending of Logan, where he's dead, and they bring Ryan Reynolds Deadpool in. No! You will live! It just revitalized his regenerative healing factor. And he wakes up like, what the? Oh, thank God. We got one more ride in us, buddy. come on, man. Nope. Nope, we're doing one more movie and then you can take it easy. The people demand it. It's like, yeah, it works because it's a parody.
Yeah. Also, if you're gonna do a post-credit scene, make it a little bit longer than just like 30 seconds.
Yeah, give us a little bit of meat to chew on. Because if it's only a 30-second long, post-credit scene clip, I'm just gonna say I could literally go to YouTube to watch that.
Yeah.
Instead of buying a ticket for a movie, sitting through credits for 30 seconds.
Right.
Oh.
Yeah.
Now, correct me if I'm wrong. Didn't Fast and Furious 10 have like a post-credit scene?
Yes, it did.
I thought so. I
Yeah.
thought they did.
Yeah. It was a scene where they just brought back Dwayne Johnson.
Yeah, they did.
Yeah.
They did. But it was meant to set it up. But I would use that honestly as an example of you set up the next movie, but you didn't set it up so well.
Right.
If that makes sense. Like an example of stuff that was being set up well is Sonic. The Sonic movies.
Mm-hmm.
You knew what characters to expect in the next movie. But there's still enough of a treat, and there's probably going to be another treat where they'll bring in like another character besides Shadow for Sonic 3.
Yeah, I know there are rumors that it's probably going to be Amy.
Yeah, which, that's cool. That's fine. It leaves us wondering. But when it's a post-credit scene not done well, good example, Fast X's, it's that, we're going to bring back Dwayne Johnson. It's like, duh. And you know who else is going to be coming along for a ride? Jason Statham. Because this is the final ride for everybody. So it's not so much that you didn't set up well, it's just that everybody was expecting it.
Right.
Everyone figured it was going to happen. Which apparently they settled their beef, whatever it was.
Yeah.
Vin Diesel and The Rock.
Another movie where I felt the end credit scene wasn't all that well executed was Mario.
Yeah. How did that one end again?
Well, that movie had two.
Okay.
They had one which was basically just Jack Black singing a reprisal of Peaches. And then
I set that up as my brother's ringtone.
Then the second one was just a tease for Yoshi, and that's it.
They're gonna bring in Yoshi from Super Mario 2?
Yeah.
Ooh. I think I might have missed that one. Or if I remembered it, I didn't see it.
Yeah. They didn't even show Yoshi, they just showed the egg cracking, and that's it.
Yo, they're gonna bring in Yoshi.
So
And we're going to see Mario be absolutely abusive to a dinosaur by punching it, so Yoshi can stick his tongue out. That's setting up a dork. I swear to God, that could set up a dork league. I remember watching an old school dork league video where Yoshi was the one on Mario's back, and there's this big jump, like he's starting from here, and he's got to go up to here. Boom! You asshole! That's like you have to kill Yoshi in order to make it up there, because with all the weight, you're not going to be able to make it. But yeah, the fact that they're planning on bringing Yoshi, they'll probably bring Chris Pratt back for that one.
yeah.
So that's one that didn't work so well, just because of honestly, you could have shown the egg cracking, and you could have shown like a little eye. You could have shown an eye, like a baby Yoshi eye.
Mm-hmm.
That would have been like Yoshi. Like you would then have the expectation of it's a baby Yoshi. You got to grow it to be a big, strong, tough Yoshi, and then it'll be full-grown Yoshi.
Yeah.
But the question is, what games are they going to reference in Super Mario 2? Because they reference Smash, Mario Kart, freaking, what else do they do? Mario versus Donkey Kong.
Yeah.
Eventually, you start running out. Like, next, they're going to do Mario Tennis. And Mario Soccer. But here's one thing I would like from the Mario movie. Bring in Luigi a little bit more. Charlie Day was great. Yeah. He was great as Luigi. But Jack Black, though, Jack Black as Bowser was freaking hilarious. But shoot, I don't have a whole heck of a lot more to say, actually.
Yeah.
I think my favorite post-credit scene, though, honestly, is the one that started it all. 2008's Iron Man. That one just set it up perfectly.
Yeah. Yeah, and I would say another good one was the one from Avengers where they set up Thanos.
Yes, that one was great. That one was fantastic because you got to see like, oh, once Thanos turned and smiled, it's like they're gonna bring in Thanos. They're gonna bring in Thanos as the big boss. Like everybody knew Thanos was the big baddie, like the big baddie.
Yeah, I think it took maybe a little bit too long for him to actually like show up,
and it took him even longer for him to actually get out of his chair.
Yeah,
is the joke.
Yeah,
but it is what it is. Okay, but I've run out of stuff to say. What about you?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, next week, what do you want to talk about? I think we said our gripes about the MCU.
Yeah.
Yeah. So next week we're gonna give some gripes about the MCU. I mean, for all the cool stuff that it's given, it's not without its own few of Rotten Tomatoes being splattered.
Yeah. And I guarantee we'll have a lot more to talk about.
Mm-hmm. Oh, actually, I've started watching. Do you have Peacock?
Yes.
Okay. Have you seen The Expendables yet?
Which one?
1, 2, and 3.
No.
Okay.
Well, I think I saw the first one.
The first one is good. Second one's actually a little bit better.
Okay.
But I will say this about Sylvester Stallone. He should not have had that mustache on him. He looks like a leather-faced Pepe Le Pew. Seriously, dude. That was not a good look. He actually looks better in the third one. But I actually got to watch. I'm watching Expendables 3, and it's fun.
Are you gonna see Expendables 4?
Probably not. Probably not, because I've heard not so good things about it, which has me like, because I already see that 3 is not as good as 2, but that's okay. I'm looking at 3 as like the definitive end for the Expendables series, but 4, I've seen it as it's for some people they just said it's just a money grab. That's all it is. Which I'm like, that's fair. But yeah, definitely check out Expendables 2. It's got Jean-Claude Van Damme as the bad guy. And it's fun. It's a lot of fun.
Okay.
They even got Miley Cyrus's ex-husband in it, Liam Hemsworth.
Oh, yeah.
And they bring in Schwarzenegger. They bring in Bruce Willis. And they bring in the one, the only, the legendary Chuck Norris. And Chuck Norris even cracks a Chuck Norris joke. It's absolutely hysterical what he does. It's like, there's a king cobra that bit me. After 5 long days, excruciating days, and excruciating nights, the cobra died. Apparently that's Chuck Norris's favorite Chuck Norris joke. And honestly, it's funny. It's funny to me that you hear Chuck Norris make a Chuck Norris joke. But next time we're talking about the MCU gripes.
Yes.
All right. I got to go because I actually have to volunteer at a charity.
All right. We will see you next time.
Yep. Talk with y'all next time. Remember, you don't have to go home, but you can't stay here.
Yes.
Be sure to follow us on Discord. Check out our Discord. Leave a like, comment, subscribe.
And tell us your favorite or least favorite post-credit scenes in the comments.
We would love to see what we got.
Yeah. All right. Bye.
All right, bye.